There we go. 3 minutes of instrumental Halloween music. This should be perfect. There we go, chat. I don't want to use the generic creepypasta. Everyone uses like Mew for their creepypasta, narrations or whatever. All right, let's lower that a little bit. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of mastering here. We're doing it live. This reminds me of the radio. Okay. This is a great story. This is called I also don't want to give the title away, but ooh, you know what? Hold on, I'm not spooky enough, chat. I'm not spooky enough. There we go. All right, now we're spooky, chat. Now we're spooky. All right. Oh, right. The demonic, possessed Mortal Kombat cartridge. Hi, my name is Jake. Pleased to meet you. Nothing ever seems normal to me anymore after what I've witnessed with a Mortal Kombat game on Super NES. So you clicked on this to listen to my story. Well, it makes me uneasy to tell this story to anyone, but I will. This only happened to me last year. I was wanting to play some classic Mortal Kombat games because I was very hyped up about the new Mortal Kombat reboot coming out for the Xbox 360 and PS3. So I had the Game Boy MK games, which aren't that good. I never really played them very often. So my favorite MK game was Mortal Kombat 2. For some reason it was my favorite out of the whole series. So after many playthroughs of my MK2 on GB, I decided that I didn't want to play a miniature version of it anymore. I tried to download MK Arcade Collection from my Xbox 360 via Xbox Live, but it would not let me. Then I went on the Amazon to search for an SNES or Sega Genesis that was at an affordable price. So I scanned all of the ones I was looking through and then stumbled upon a red SNES with Mortal Kombat 2. It was only $15 for everything. I thought to myself, really? It's that cheap? I was itching to play some MK2, and I didn't want to spend a fortune on both the game and the console itself, so I click yes, I will buy it for $15. Also in the picture for the console, I never seen a red Super NES. I did some research after buying it, and I found out that there was never been a red SNES ever released in USA. And I did some further research and found out that there was not any of them else in the entire globe. I smacked myself and told myself that I was a fucking idiot and that I should have researched it more before buying it. So it only took a small amount of days for the package to get to my house. I heard the door knock, and it was a very strange mailman. He was dressed in all red, and I spotted a blood stain on his shirt. I looked at his face, and there was a burn scar on his right cheek. He was also from a mailing company I never heard of in my entire life. The mailing company was named Outworld Mail Service. I continued to stare at the mailman, and he bumped me and said, "Hey, what the motherfucker are you looking at? Stop looking at me, dumb bitch, and sign the goddamn paper." I proceeded to sign the paper. As soon as I entered my house, I slammed the package down on my couch and went to my laptop, flipped it up, and did some research on Outworld Mail Service. No site, no anything. I decided to be adventurous and check and open up the box. Fuck me. I made a mistake. All right. I decided to be adventurous and check and open up the box and see what was inside. I proceeded to open the box, and inside I found my SNES. It was red, with a design of skulls, with terrifying demonic eyeballs, flames coming through the top, and bloodstains. I thought to myself, this is pretty cool. Then I took the SNES out and hooked it up to my old 90s TV. Then I searched the box for my MK2 cart, and I found it in plastic wrapping. The cart was very unusual, with some Japanese writing on the back, which I didn't understand, and I didn't go to Google Translate to figure it out, because I didn't care. I just wanted to pop it in the very unusual red SNES. The cart label was also completely peeled off, and it had red tape with a bloodstain of I don't fucking know, and I'm not a blood taster, so I didn't taste it. I tried to wipe off the bloodstain, but it kept reappearing, so I said, fuck it. and popped in my SNES. All the usual stuff popped up just how I remember it. Then, when the title appeared, it showed the mailman to the right. Yes! The same mailman that delivered the package for me. I was scared shitless. But not only that, the title screen had rain animated in it, and it was raining blood, and the sky, instead of being a night sky, was dark and very red. When I pressed start, it took me to the menu just like the actual game did. Then I noticed there was no options menu, just start tournament. I wanted to lower the difficulty, but I had no choice. Then I pressed start, and I was taken to the select screen. Music was very high pitched sound that just made my ears and my eyes bleed to the point that may fall of my body. They're the same. Oh, they were all the same people as the original, except for the mailman, who was to the right of Raiden. I was scared out of my fucking mind. I chose my favorite Sub-Zero, that I went to the battle plan, but didn't show anything. It threw me straight into this match against the mailman, and the background was so grotesque. No MK game could sustain these horrific graphics. Flaming dead bodies, meteors melting skin, deadly beasts were in the background. I was scared out of my soul. I defeated the mailman, but I had to fight him over and over again. I didn't face off against any of the original MK people. Then I got to Kintaro, who was much larger inside the game than he was in the original. I managed to defeat him, and I had to defeat 4 rounds. It said if I lost 1 round, the game would take my soul and make me burn in the fiery depths of hell. So I defeated Kintaro all 5 times. But when I got to Shao Kahn, or at least who I thought was Shao Kahn, it was Shao Kahnix. It was super huge. Shao Knoix pulled me into the game. He told me I'd have to beat him 10 times, or he'd kill me and take my soul and make me farm in hell. Shao Kahnix beat me so bad I thought I wouldn't survive. He grabbed me by the neck and said, "You little motherfucker, you should have never played this corrupt version of MK2. I kicked him in the balls so hard that he fainted. I have no fucking clue how I did. He told me if I beat him 10 rounds, I'd be able to escape this hard game. So I managed to defeat him and escape the game. Phew, what a relief." So afterwards, I went back to the box, and there was a note that I did not notice from before. It read, "I am sorry if I ruined your life. This game console, an MK2 cart, is very evil and could kill you. It killed my older brother Joe, and his death I tried to avenge him but failed to even attempt. Play at your own risk. However, there is a way to purify the game console and the SNES. All you have to do is beat Shao Knoix and avenge my brother's Joe's death. Raiden. Good luck. Play at your own risk, but be warned." So after scanning through the note, I turned around and I noticed a beam of light flash that almost blinded me. And then, in just a few split seconds, the game console was back to its normal color. The MK2 cart was back to normal, and I was relieved. After being a victim of that, even though they were both purified, for some odd reason, I didn't trust it. So I made a fire in my backyard and tossed the game cart and the SNES in the fire and watched all the plastic hardware burn to death. I have never played a MK game since. I converted to Street Fighter, Tekken, and Soul Calibur. There we go. That was the demonic possessed Mortal Kombat cartridge. One of my favorite creepypastas of all time. I think my favorite part is Shao Knoix. That one is a classic, awful, and I love it for that. I fucking love it. Shao Knoix. Thank you for the beautiful reading. I cry. Motherfucker, run. Oh, Raiden, he is behind me. Oh, motherfucker. The evil, demonic, possessed Mortal Kombat cartridge of all time. Let's get rid of this background.